today I'd like to share with you some of my altered bottles. These were made for a challenge on artistic creations, and it's a mojo challenge that we run every week, and Carly challenged us to alter a bottle. Well, I did this one first, and then I had so much fun I couldn't stop, so I think I did these 3 in a week. So I just wanted to share with you. This is a little heart-shaped bottle that I picked up from an arts and crafts supply store in a nearby town, and they were going for like 99 cents a bottle, so I picked up quite a few. And I have them all here ready to sort of alter. They come with a cork, but I dug the cork out and glued this big Diamante stopper into it, and this is something that I received in Iraq from Jeanette, and Jeanette is Scrap and Happy XO here on YouTube. So I ripped up some dictionary pages here and just Mod Podged them down in a paper mache sort of a fashion, so they're just sort of ripped up and layered down and glued down with some Mod Podge. And then once they were dry, that was all dry, I went over it with some gesso and did a dry brush on it. It was really sort of rough, and then sprayed it with some Lindy Stanking. So that's what the pink tinge is in that you can see. And I'm not quite sure what the colour was. I think it was rose pink or cotton candy rose pink. I don't know. I can't remember the name, but it's gorgeous and it's now all gone. So I've also used some baby pink seam binding and some little tiny roses here. Lots of pearl trim around here, and then I have it sort of dangling down on the side here as well with some lace and some more seam binding and another one of those mulberry paper roses. And then I wrapped around here some sheer fabric that I tore into strips and just sprayed some Lindy's onto my mat actually, and then rubbed the fabric into it, so it picked up the Lindy stamp gang, and it's so it sort of matches all the way around. And then just along the top here, I'm not sure if you can quite see it, there it is, I actually glued a strip of curtain fabric to the bottle with some Mod Podge, so it goes underneath all of that all the way around, so it's just there as well. The camera will pick it up for me. And then a really fine baby pink lace flower trim on either side of where the stopper is. So that was my first one, my Shabby Chic pink one. And then the next one that I did is this one is an old bottle that I had in my kitchen, because I have a collection of old bottles. And this one's been sitting on top of the cupboard for a couple of years, so I give it a good clean up and actually soaked it in a solution with a denture cleaning tablet, and it brought the glass up sparkly and clean. So I've used some music note paper that Bar sent me, and I glued it down with some Mod Podge and then brushed over with white gesso again, some vintagey looking lace and pearl trim around the top, half-back pearls, and I've got them onto some cream ribbon as well. And then on the front here, I've just cut out a little label. I left the lid actually alone. I did nothing to the lid. It is all rusty and it does have a hole, but it just seems to add to the charm of the bottle, and I really didn't want to cover that up too much. So I've just run a little bit of vintage lace around the lip of the bottle, and then added some tea-dyed seam binding and a little flower to the top. So then the next one that I created was from another old glass bottle that I had in my collection, and I've used the Graphic 45 Old Curiosity Shop collection, And this paper is hard to find down here in Australia, so I have one of my US friends actually send me an 8x8 paper pad. So thank you very much, Shireen. I've actually cut it up. It was a bit hard to, but I cut it up and yeah, and decorated this bottle with it. So I've actually taken a word from the collection that says specimen, glued it across the top here, and then cut out the butterfly tag as well. And I've fussy cut a butterfly out. Along the top here and also down the bottom, I've wrapped some jute and glued it in place. And then I wrapped the whole bottle in some bronze chain, and then on the chain I've added some different little charms. So this is one of those Tim Holtz clear fragment charms, and I glued a little picture from the paper pad onto it, and then I have a little charm on this layer here that's just a butterfly there, and then the next layer down I've attached 3 charms, and one is a clock, and then I have an owl, and then a key, and then I've sort of put them so that they layer along the side of the bottle and they go down like so along the edge there. And then on the back I've just glued some cutouts. So I cut out the words Old Curiosity Shop, and I layered up a little tag from the collection as well, put it on the back of the bottle. And then on this side I attached a tag that I've scrunched and inked up, and I have it hanging with it. I have a little Tim Holtz Muse token that says Wander, and it kind of just sits in just behind the butterfly like so. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. My 3 vintage bottles. I really love them. It was a great challenge. Once I got started on them, it was very hard to stop. So, thank you for watching. Bye.